Hi guys, so today I filmed my first makeup tutorial for you guys. I used Makeup Geek shadows and I did a plumish smoky eye. The lighting's a little off in the video. I wasn't able to use softbox lights or anything. I just had a lamp and that's what I had to use for right now. So hopefully things will get better over time as I get more things. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll try to leave all the products that I used in the description box below. And I will try to answer all you guys' questions if you guys even have any. Give me some feedback on what you think of the video and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is pin back my hair so it's not in my face the whole time. I'm just going to use a clip. And then I'm going to go in with MAC Pro Longwear Concealer to prime my eyes. I use this one every day. And I don't use it to like conceal my under eyes or anything because I don't like it further there. I only use it for shadow. Take the Real Techniques concealer brush and I put this all over my eyes to prime for shadow. And then I just blend it in with my finger. So I take another Real Techniques brush, I think this is the setting brush, and I just set that bad boy all into place. Okay, so the shadows I'm going to use today are Makeup Geek. If you watch YouTube and you watch all the beauty gurus, I'm sure you've heard of Makeup Geek. They are great shadows. So the color that I'm going to take is called Creme Brulee. I'm going to take it on the Sigma E40. Creme Brulee is this shade right here. And I'm going to put that in my crease and a little bit on the lid because I feel like if you just put it right above the crease, it looks kind of funny and choppy in my personal opinion. And then you just gotta do the same to the other eye. I'm gonna take Cocoa Bear, just a little bit because it's a really dark shadow. And this time, I'm gonna put it right into the crease. I'm not bringing it up. I don't want to bring it up too high or else it's gonna look messy. And the more light-handed you are with your brush, I think the easier the shadows. It'll look softer, a little bit more blended together. So just be really careful. Don't pick up too much shadow and just use the very, very tip of the brush. Unless you want it really pigmented, then go crazy. Lines are starting to get a little choppy. Go back in with the original transition shade that you used before. I keep looking in the viewfinder. Why? No, no, no. Go in with the original shade that you used before and just even it a little out. More up in the. I'm gonna take this shade called Bitten. It's also by Makeup Geek, and I'm gonna take it on a Sigma E55, a eye shading brush. I'm just gonna pick it up, tap off the excess, tap off the excess. I'm gonna pack that on my lid. Up to the crease, not above the crease.
She was sitting all alone over on the tailgate, tan legs swinging by a Georgia plate. I was looking for her boyfriend, thinking no way she ain't got one. Soon as I sat down, I was falling in love, trying to pour a little sugar in her Dixie cup, talking over the speakers in the back of that truck. She jumped up and cut me off. She was like, oh my God, this is my song. I've been listening to the radio all night.
So we're gonna move on to the face. I'm going to use, for primer, I'm gonna use Benefit's Professional. I'm sure you've seen this everywhere. Everyone uses it. I'm going to use the Real Techniques Miracle Sponge. I actually prefer this over my Beauty Blender. I've had the original Beauty Blender and I've had the Pro, and I like this one over both of them. I feel like it just makes me look so much more better with it. For foundation, I'm going to use the EX1 Invisiwear foundation. You can't find this in store. As far as I know, I could be wrong. I found mine on lookfantastic.com. That's the only way I found it. It's a great foundation. The only thing about it is it only comes in, I think, 5 shades, and it is literally hands down the best foundation I've ever used in my life. And I mean, look how much of it is gone. I'm gonna take the primer, put it everywhere, because like I said, I'm oily and I need it. Okay, so once your face is primed, you're gonna wanna go in with whatever foundation you're using. Like I said, I'm using the EX1. I'm gonna take the pump it on my hand, and then I'm gonna I dab my finger in it, and then I do 1, 2, 3. And then you're gonna wanna blend that all in. It's a really, really high coverage foundation, and it makes you, it truly does make you look airbrushed and like flawless. Make sure you pull it back to your ear too, because you don't want the line of demarcation. Make sure you get up in your hairline. And my eyes look so red. And then I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I use mine in the shade 15 Fair, because I am fair. And I'm going to highlight with this, and I highlight everywhere because I personally like a really strong in my opinion, contour and highlight. Take your beauty blender or your Real Technique sponge. Mine's the Real Technique. And pat all that. I use the MAC Pro Sculpting Powder in the shade Emphasize, and I mix it with the Balm's Sexy Mama, what I did before. Because even though the Emphasize, the MAC one, is a pro long wear or a pro product, I don't know the difference, it still creases. So I mix the two because it's a white powder, so it's gonna highlight, and this one, the Sexy Mama, does not crease whatsoever. I've never had a problem with it. The Balm has some really good cosmetics, and I don't think many people know about them. I also highlight the center of my face. I highlight my forehead, and I know, I'm sure someone will say, that's not much concealer. I didn't mean for it to be this much. And my chin, because I'm always red on my chin. So, blend it in. Like I said, I like a really strong highlighting contour. What can I say? My chin was really red. So now I'm gonna contour. For that, I've been using Benefit's Hoola. I used to love it, and then I hated it, and now I love it again. So, that's that. And I use the Real Techniques contour brush. And I swirl it in there. And this is how I do it, personally. I start right here at the top of my ear, and I kind of bring mine far down, farther than most people do, and that's just how I like mine. So, I like suck my cheeks in like a little fish. And then when you do it, you want to blend it up and blend it pretty high up too, because it'll help blend out the blush later. It'll help just everything blend together. And then you want to even it out. You want to take it up here on the same brush or whatever brush you're using, and just lightly hit your temples and all up here. Okay, so my camera died, but it's back on now. So, as I was saying before, I'm going to take MAC's Margin Blush, dip it in there, and put it on my cheeks. They texted me. So, should look like so. And now something that I always do is I take a big fluffy brush. This one's Real Techniques. It is called it's called the powder brush. And I buff out the bronzer, and I don't blend it together because I don't know, I just don't like doing that. So instead I just kind of just sweep the front a little bit so it's not so intense right here. And I also go on top of where I place the brush, just the very tip though, like this, so I don't have a really harsh line. And now for highlight, I'm going to use I honestly don't even know if they sell these here in the US. I got mine when I was on vacation in Paris. It's from Dior. It's called the Dior Skin Nude Tan, and it's this gorgeous highlight. I brush in that generously because I love highlighting. And then you just want to hit it right on top of where you placed your blush. It should look like so. Oh gosh, yes. And I also put it above my top lip right here, because I just like the way it looks. So we're pretty much done with the face. The last thing I need to do is seal it all in with the setting spray. I'm gonna use the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray because I'm all out of my MAC Fix Plus. This actually works pretty good. Even though I have oily skin, I also don't like to be matte. So I like a little bit of doing this to me, and then once I start getting oily throughout the day, I'll go in and touch up with my translucent powder. So I'm just gonna shake that bad boy up and give it a couple sprays. That was more than a couple, but not a ton comes out of the spray bottle, so I do a lot. So now I'm gonna start working on my brows, and I use two products from. I used to just use one, but recently I've been using two. I use the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I'm sure if you are familiar with YouTube and you watch beauty videos, you know exactly what this is. I also use the Whitening Lightening Brow Bar to go. So I just use the Brow Wiz to kind of outline and shape my brows, and then I fill them in with the powder. And I just like the way it looks right now. Go underneath and extend my tail of my brow a little bit, not too much. And then I'm going to take it a little bit super light-handedly on the top. And I'm going to fill in the rest with the brow bar to go. I'm going to use the dark one for the outer half of my brow. And I start filling in the front half. So now I'm going to do winged liner, and for that I use the e.l.f. liquid liner. And it should look something like that. So now I'm going to take a matte white. The one that I'm going to be using is from last year's Too Faced Holiday palette because it's my favorite matte white that I have. I'm just going to put that under the brow bone. And I'm using a matte because this is an all matte look. And I put on a really thick coat of mascara because I don't wear false lashes because they bug me. So then I'm going to take Bitten again on a small Real Techniques brush. This is an accent brush, and I'm going to put that under my lower lash line. So that is it for my very first makeup tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun doing it. I promise though, things will get better as we keep going along. I'll get better lighting, I'll find a better area to record in. That's pretty much all I have to say. If you guys have any requests for anything, leave them in the comments. Let me know how you liked it. Until next time guys, bye!